back to my channel, guys. My name is James. Today I have a perfect idea for a hot summer's day. We're going to be making some gazpacho de sandía or watermelon gazpacho. Now, gazpacho is extremely popular here in Spain. No matter where you visit, you will see it everywhere you go during the summer, and they have more than one version here as well. I made more of a traditional type recipe a few months ago, which I'll leave the link in the description below if you want to check out. And today I'm going to be showing you another version of it, which you can find here during the summer. So before we get started, before I start teaching you this recipe, be sure to support the channel by helping it grow by liking the video down below and subscribing if you haven't done already. Now for the ingredients. This is going to be a very easy and quick gazpacho to make, and honestly you can make it in under 5 minutes in your house at home. You're just going to be needing some tomatoes, some ripe tomatoes, a bit of watermelon, because this is going to be the main ingredient, obviously we're using watermelon, a red pepper, as well as a bit of sherry vinegar and some salt and a little bit of oil. Now you can also add a bit of cucumber if you want to this recipe, that's fine, and also a bit of garlic. Some people actually put garlic in it as well. For me, I don't really want and I don't really like garlic with watermelon, so I'm not going to be using this today. Okay, now we're going to de-pit the tomatoes by taking this little pit out. So you can do that by taking your paring knife in your hand just like this. I'm going to put my finger here to stop it going too deep. I'm going to push in and then just going to rotate. You twist, it comes out, throw it away, and put it all in. You can also, if you want, take the skin off by marking it and then putting in boiling water or whatnot. But since they're tiny, like I said last time, I'm not going to be doing it. For the peppers, we're just going to take the seeds out. You can cut it by doing this, cutting the bottom, and then I can show you another way of doing it. If it's big enough like this, you can just put the knife in. You're going to cut, turn, and you're just going to cut around. Another way to do it. Then you can cut it in half, and again, cut it into smaller pieces. Alright, and if you want, you see this white membrane, you can take that out by just cutting into it. You have to be careful though when you do this. You can cut yourself if you don't have enough practice. Okay, now for the watermelon. We're not going to be using all of this. I'm just going to use about half, and I'm going to be cutting it a little differently today because I want to use a bit of it for garnish, which I'll show you later. So I'm just going to cut a little bit off on the top. Literally, just a bit. And then a bit off on the bottom. Okay. And now I'm just going to cut it in half. There we go. We can save the half of it. Okay, now for the rest of the watermelon. We're just going to cut it again. Okay, and then I'm just going to cut it again into smaller sections so we can break this down a little easier. Now when you're cutting this, you want to make sure that you cut off all the white, and then you also, this is why I'm cutting into smaller pieces, you have to take out the seeds as well, as many as you can find, because you don't really want that in the gazpacho. And if the seeds are very small like this, don't worry about them. But if they're larger like this, you want to try to get rid of them. It's important. Then once you have it ready, just going to cut it up into smaller segments. And then we're going to add this to the mix. Now we're going to add a little bit of salt and a little bit of vinegar. And then a little bit of olive oil as well. Now we're going to put the lid on and blend. Now, after it's blended, just take the spoon and give it a bit of a taste. If you want to add more salt, add more. If you want a little more vinegar, add more. Alright, now, if you want, you can pour it into a sieve like I'm doing and strain it. For me, I like straining it because, as you can see here, you have all of this sediment, which I don't really like in my gazpacho. And that's it. It's a very easy and simple recipe that you can make at home. So for more recipes like this, guys, be sure to subscribe down below, like the video, and if you have any comments or questions, be sure to ask me down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys again very soon.